Hello there, my darling dragon friends. Welcome to my channel. My name is Ariel. I am the Sassy Dragon, and today I'm so excited. We are going to be reviewing and smelling the newest Prada Paradoxe Radical Essence. This is a really interesting perfume, y'all. I was not a huge fan of the original Prada Paradoxe. It is okay. It's not something I love or hate. I was very neutral about it. The intense one was really intense. That thing, wowee. Amazing longevity, tremendous sillage. That thing was a hard hitter. Almost too much, even for me who loves strong fragrances. The virtual flower one I never reviewed. I did smell it, but to me it just smelled like very synthetic florals, almost like a detergent. It had that quality to it, so I didn't even bother reviewing it. But this one, very interesting fragrance. I tried this out the other day, and I had a friend with me, and they really loved it immediately. Like, they were just like, wow, that smells so good. Ah, so I think this is a perfume that people are going to either love it or hate it. The top notes in this are Neroli and Orange Blossom Absolute, so it definitely has that very strong, very sweet floral that the other ones had. The heart note is a salted pistachio, and pistachio is kind of getting a little hot minute, especially on the tail of Mugler's Angel Stellar, which featured a very strong, very prominent pistachio note in the heart. The base note on this is a sandalwood. So when you first smell this, the sweetness of the floral, it's very honeyed almost. It really has that like honey floral. Yeah, it really comes on strong. I knew right away there had to be some kind of Neroli Orange Blossom thing going on with it. It almost has a little jasmine to my nose as well. It's not quite as strong as the other two, but it's very strong. This floral is almost, I mean, this, like I said, people are going to love this or hate it. This floral is almost headache inducing. And for some it will be. Absolutely. Everybody's nose and everybody's chemistry is different. Keep that in mind. So what lasts crazy long on me may not on you. Perfume is very personal. So I always remind people every once in a while to keep that in mind. You may try it and go, she said it lasts forever and it doesn't on me. Or she said it didn't last long on her, but yet it stays on me, because our personal chemistry reacts to fragrance. And for some of us, our chemistry just sucks it right up, eats it right up. And for others, it just, lasts and lasts and lasts. So it's very different for everyone. So that this line for me in general, the Prada Paradoxe line, is very long lasting. So that floral is super strong when it comes out. And the pistachio note is strong as well. It definitely is there. It's like, hi. And you're going to smell it more as this dries down. This has a very nice dry down. You are going to get to experience all of the notes in succession for sure, because the florals to me are the strongest part of this scent at first. But then they are going to settle down a little bit. That overwhelming floral honeyed sweetness is going to chill. And then that pistachio that you smell at the beginning is going to come out stronger. Very much in that middle. So this pistachio, the Angel Stellar, I actually, when I was trying this on, I was smelling it. I was letting other people smell it. And the general reaction was that this is a warmer, creamier, nuttier, saltier pistachio. Mugler's Angel Stellar is a fresher, it's still, nutty and salty, but it's more fresh. It's not as, syrupy, probably partly because of the florals that are so sweet in this, but also because it's just a different kind of pistachio note. This one feels more edible. The other one feels more aromatic. The base of this, though, I love it because it is a sandalwood. And I do adore a good sandalwood. And it's in the base, you know, when you're first wearing it, but it really comes out as it dries down. It is not as noticeable when you're first wearing this, but then it starts to come out, and it is such a nice sandalwood. So it is a strange perfume, y'all. But that's why I'm kind of excited about it because it's not quite like most of the things that you smell. Even though it has those very sweet florals, that kind of thing is very popular these days. The combination of the notes is very unusual. And I do think it lives up to this, you know, radical essence name, the Paradoxe name, because it definitely puts things together that you wouldn't necessarily think to put together, and you wouldn't even think they work. And for some people, they totally won't. And I'm all for a perfume that some people love and some people hate. I love polarizing fragrances because, you know, I love it when something is not one size fits all. I love it when there's people that are like, I absolutely adore this one, or I absolutely can't stand this one, because it's sort of like, at least it's eliciting like a strong reaction, right? At least people have feelings about it, other than you just being like, it's okay, right? But this one definitely is different. Some people, like I said, you're gonna love it or hate it. And I can say this is not a safe blind buy. I would absolutely recommend getting a little sample bottle like I did. But I am gonna say, I think this is actually my favorite from the Prada Paradoxe line. It is the most different of all of them. I love the sandalwood. I love the way the pistachio is. I think it blends very interestingly. I won't say beautifully because it's not conventionally beautiful. And it's hard to say exactly what this fragrance, you know, what kind of keywords you would attach to it. It's not necessarily like a sexy, romantic, playful, I don't know, all the kind of, you know, it is for someone who walks to the beat of their own drum. It is an individualistic kind of scent. It almost reminds me of something that would have come out, you know, at a different time in history, because it's not quite like the rest. The perfumers on this, I do not recognize the names. Some of them seem a little familiar. Shamala Mesandu, I do remember seeing her on some other fragrances. She may have worked on the, I think she worked on the original Paradoxe. Nadej, and I'm sorry if I'm butchering your names, y'all. Nadej Le Garlantezek, Antoine Mesandu, and Gévaudan, just one name. I looked at, you know, the names on this. This is from the Parfumo website, and because Fragrantica did not have the names of the fragrance, the perfumers on their site, which I'm disappointed by. Y'all need to keep up. But that's who is the noses behind this fragrance. It is very, very interesting. I think this one is going to have moderate to extreme longevity on people. This is not a light fragrance. I don't think it will be quite as strong as the Paradoxe Intense, and I think it's going to be a little stronger than the original one. That's kind of my guess on this. But if you're looking for something unusual, if you love pistachio or sandalwood, give this one a try, because, you know, the sandalwood really comes out nicely in the base. And this is an interesting thing because it really has almost, you know, it pulls a little more masculine. And that's why, you know, people who are looking for like a more feminine or girly type of perfume, this is not going to be it, because it has some notes in it that definitely have that more masculine feeling to them. But I always say you can wear whatever you want. It doesn't matter who you are. Perfume it's supposed to make us happy. It's supposed to give us something to enjoy in life. And so wear whatever you like. That's always how I feel. But if you want something that's got both that paradox, that little contradiction of something sweet, but also kind of savory, woodsy, a little more deep, yeah, this would be it. I don't always attribute things to seasons, but I would definitely think of this one much more so in the cooler months, simply because it is very strong. It is heavy. It is going to be a little overpowering maybe in the warm weather. Unless you spray it lightly. It dries down so nicely. The sandalwood is so beautiful in the base. So I just am really enjoying this one. I don't know if I'm going to buy a full bottle, but I'm leaning towards it because I think this is my favorite from the line. All right, y'all. Hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you think of this. If you have smelled it, if you haven't, like I said, get a sample because it's very unusual. If you buy the big old bottle, you're going to be like, you might just hate it and be like, now I'm stuck with this big old thing. And also let me know if there are perfumes that you would like me to review in the future. And I always enjoy your comments, y'all. Thank you as always for spending time with me. I will be putting links to where to purchase this, where to look at the notes, always below in my information description box. So take care and I'll see y'all soon. Bye-bye for now.